Welcome back to the CSA practice series. This is part 3. If you have completed part 1 and part 2 properly, you are already building real exam confidence. Today we continue with another set of carefully structured questions based on the latest ServiceNow admin exam pattern. Just like the previous parts, these questions follow the actual exam style, same formatting, same structure, same level of thinking required. This is not random practice, this is focused preparation. Remember, we are moving toward 500 plus high quality questions in this complete series. If you stay consistent and attempt each part honestly, your confidence before the real exam will be on a different level. Take this seriously, track your score, and see your improvement from part 1 and part 2. Alright, let's move into part 3 and test your preparation. So, the question number 1, which one of the following phrases completes the statement? The purpose of transform map is to. There are 4 options given. Read carefully, pause the video and try to answer by yourself. The answer will be the option number B. Determine the relationship between fields displaying in an important import set table to the fields in an existing ServiceNow table. So what transform map do? The transform map is a set of field maps that determine the relationship between fields in an import set and fields in an existing ServiceNow table, such as incident or user table. Next, how to manage record numbering like incident number. Answer will be the option number A is number maintenance. We have a dedicated module for the number maintenance under the system definition. Come to the filter navigator, type number maintenance. See another system definition. We have number maintenance module. From here you can select your table, prefix, number and everything. Next, which of the following describes the purpose of an order guide? There are 4 options given. Read each and every options. So option number 2 is the correct. Order guides provide me ability to order multiple related items at one request. You can add multiple items in a single catalog. What is contextual security in ServiceNow? Option number 4 is the correct. It protects a record-based contents and table location. Data is acted upon based on the position of the information in the table hierarchy. Defines access control rules in any level. What are the 3 components of a filter condition? It is very important. Definitely this question will be asked. So this is the field, this is operator and value. So field, operator and value. We have to select field, operator and value. Next, what is the primary application used to load data into ServiceNow? Configuration, system import sets, service level management and system update set. We have a dedicated module here. It is load data. Under the system import set, we have a module load data is used to load the data into the ServiceNow. See, so option will be system import set. Which one of the following is a list of what the service catalog contains? The first option is the correct answer. Record producer, order guide and catalog items. Next, which of the following can be configured by all users in the next experience instances? There are 5 options given. The right answer is personalized start page. Next is, you are asked to create an option in the service catalog, which will allow a user to click, get help and describe the issue they are having. These forms should create incident records, which are automatically routed to the service desk. Which method would you use? What you will do, you will create order guide, create catalog items, create content item or create record producer. In this case, the option number 4 will be correct, create record producer, because the record producer is a specific type of catalog item that allows end user to create task-based record, such as incident record from the service catalog. So option number 4 is the correct. Next, which role can manage multiple knowledge bases? Knowledge underscore admin role is required to manage the multiple knowledge bases. What is the import set table? The import set table is a staging area for imported records. Import set table acts as a staging table. I have already explained it in the transform map or load data video. You can go and watch it. Which field or fields is used as a unique key during imports? So very simple or very important. Coalesce field is used as a unique key to avoid the duplicate entry during the transform map. Next, you can add human readable keywords to the URLs of portal pages to improve search engine optimization (SEO) and click-through rate and help users understand what to expect on the page. What can be added as human readable keywords to help with SEO, search engine optimization? You'll have to select two choices here. The first one is dynamic page variables, and the second correct option will be the static content. Dynamic page variables can be included in service portal URLs to create meaningful human readable keywords. And static content, such as fixed descriptive words in the URL path, provides clear context about the page purpose. Which component of a table contains a piece of data for one record? Field will be the correct option. So first option is the correct option. Next, which of the following roles cannot be delegated? Select two answers. So admin and role delegator cannot be delegated. These things you'll have to remember. What is a best practice regarding data imports? Read all options carefully and try to answer. Correct answer will be plan time before you import to remove obsolete or inaccurate data. Before import, we need to verify, clean our data. Data should not be imported in extremely large chunks. These things need to be considered before the data import. Next one, what process allows user to create, categorize, review, approve, and browse important information in a centralized location that is shared by the entire organization? The knowledge management. Knowledge management supports process for creating, categorizing, reviewing, and approving articles. User can search and browse articles as well as provide feedback. Next, why is it recommended that you limit updates to a maximum of 100 records? Choose two answers. Read all options carefully. There are many reasons behind it. The option number 3, reduce potential conflicts. And then second last, make it easier to identify and review changes. Next question, what is the language used for scripting in ServiceNow? It's very tricky. Python, JavaScript, C++, PHP, Glide, and Perl. I think many of you will choose Glide, but no, it's a JavaScript. Main programming language used in ServiceNow is JavaScript. So option number 2 will be the correct. To quickly return to your instance homepage, what item would you click? It's very simple, instance logo. If you click on the instance logo here, you will land up to the homepage. Next, what are the different ways to bring users into the ServiceNow system? So through single sign-on, we can bring users to ServiceNow. Through LDAP integration as well, using an import set, importing users, both manually entering users and creating users. So last option is the correct option. Next, which script can run when a record is displayed, inserted, updated, deleted, or when a table is queried? The business rule is the correct one. Business rule is a server-side script that runs when a record is displayed, inserted, updated, or deleted, or when a table is queried. So option number 1 is the correct. What is single sign-on SSO? There are 4 options given. The correct one is the last one. A type of integration that enables a user to log in once and gain access to the resources of multiple software systems without being prompted to log in again. Next, which one of the following are type of service catalog variables? Select box, checkbox, and multi-line is the correct one. ServiceNow Service Catalog supports variable types such as select box, checkbox, and multi-line text. These are standard catalog variables types used to capture user input on catalog items and record producers as well. Number list is not a valid service catalog variable type. This makes the option incorrect. Next, on a list, what part of table does each column show? A field. In a typical ServiceNow instance, what type of users are in the system? Choose one list that order from one most seats to the least in amount of seats. So option number 3 is the correct answer. And logic for ordering most to least, ESS is the stands for employee self-service users. These are your end users like employees. They have no specialized roles and use the service portal to submit requests or read knowledge articles in any company. This is the largest group. And then ITIL users. These are the fulfillers like IT staffs, HR agents, etc. They have the ITIL role to manage incidents, change and problems. Then delegate administrators. And these users have elevated privileges for specific applications or modules like an HR admin or a catalog admin, but do not have full system control. This should always be the smallest group to minimize risks to the platform. In this ESS user, the most number of user falls under this, then lesser than this under the ITIL, but more than the delegated administrator. So the option number 3 is the correct one. The wait time for end user is based on the round trip between the client and the server. What activities are included in the round trips? Request plus response. You are sending request from client to server. Server will send you back the response, that is called response. So request and response. The next question, new records, new groups and modified configuration items, what do they have in common? The last option is the correct one. They are not captured in an update set. So I have created an image. I have mentioned what is captured in an update set and what's not in the update set, what's not captured in an update set. Which of the following is a requirement for using the CMDB data manager? The option number 3 is the correct one, ensuring there is an active lifecycle rule corresponding to each target class in a lifecycle policy. What is a workflow primarily used for? Very simple, to automate a sequence of activities. A dark theme or mode is available for some of the Now platform capabilities in the Next Experience UI to allow users to fine-tune their experience and help alleviate their eye strain. Which of the following products can support the dark theme? Choose 3. Assessment and surveys, dashboards and reports, and knowledge management supports the dark theme. You can go to your PDI and check it. Next question. When using transform mapping, how we can dynamically map fields? You can see how many questions are from the transform map. Your concept should be very clear about the transform map. The option number first is the correct one. We can dynamically map source and destination fields by using ServiceNow scripting objects and functionality. Next, by default in ServiceNow, what customizations are added to update sets? Changes made to a form. Second option is the correct one. An IT user calls the service desk because they need to work on task records. All they can see in self-service on their home page when they log into the ServiceNow instance. What issue could explain this? Choose 2. So option number 2 is the correct. Their user account does not belong to any group which contains the ITIL role. And then the last is also correct. Their user account does not have ITIL role. What is the industry term used to describe the computing platform and solution stack that supports the delivery of web applications? Platform as a service, PaaS. ServiceNow is a software as a service and platform as a service as well. The dash is a user-friendly reference to a field and the dash is a backend reference to a field. It's very important and I hope you all know about it. Label is the user-friendly reference and name is a backend reference. See, this is the label and this is the name, backend name. See, name, label and name. Name is the backend, label is the user-friendly. What feature of ITIL are utilized by the ServiceNow platform? Read all options, it's very confusing. Option number 2 is the correct: strategy, design, transitions, operations. You need to remember these things. Which of the following statement correctly describe the difference between a client script and a business rule? Option number 2 is the correct. Client script runs on the client when on load, on change of a field, or on submit of a record. A business rule runs on the server before or after a record is loaded, inserted, deleted, or updated. Option number 2 is the correct one. Next question. What integration with catalog builder enables you to translate the content of the catalog item on the catalog builder dashboard? And it is a localization framework. So you can translate the content of the catalog item on the catalog builder dashboard, and for that you need a localization framework plugin required. So option number 2 is the correct option. So that's the end of part 3. How did you perform this time? Are you seeing improvement with each part? Let me know in the comment section. If you believe any answer needs discussion, drop it in the comments. I will review it. As per my knowledge, all answers are correct, but I am always open to verification. If this series is helping you, make sure to like the video and share it with anyone preparing for the CSA exam. Part 4 is coming soon with the more real exam pattern questions. Stay consistent, stay confident. See you in the next part. Thank you.